Fantastic Four 2015 again. Yet I have a story. Probably it's so bad it's bad. It's not so bad it's good. It's so bad it's bad. It's that awful. It's such an awful movie. I can't get out of my head. It just makes me very angry when I think about it. Because they will never ever make a good Fantastic Four movie. And what if Marvel can just take the rights from 20th Century Fox? And I mean, whose fault was this? Okay, today I'll be talking about whose fault, or basically, was Fantastic Four 2015 Josh Trank's fault? To tell you the truth, I don't think that this movie is actually Josh Trank's fault. You're probably going to say, oh, he was the writer of this movie. Oh, he was the director. Yeah, but this is actually a story you may never even heard. And you're going to actually be shocked when you hear it. I probably won't have that much information about it, so you might have to look it up. But this is actually a pretty interesting story. So sit down and hear or listen. Just hear very carefully. Okay. One day, 20th Century Fox wanted to make a Fantastic Four movie. So then since 20th Century Fox loved Chronicle, which was his first movie he made, they wanted him to make Fantastic Four. So then he agreed to go on it. He agreed to go and work on Fantastic Four. So then he write it with some people, or I think he just write it. I'm not sure, but like he written the story. And then they started making production and everything else. So then, but the weird thing is that Josh Trank actually said that all the crew in this was all like fighting. It was like they were all fighting, like, hey, we're supposed to do this. Hey, we're supposed to do this. And he said it was like a rough time because basically everybody was basically fighting and blah 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 blah. And actually, I forgot to tell you, remember this. Josh Trank said that after he written the script for Fantastic Four, he actually thought it was the best movie ever. But okay, then how does it get bad? Okay, well, number one, the crew was awful. Like, the crew was such awful because basically Josh Trank says that the crew was the movie was a rough mess to make because like everybody was fighting oh, we're not gonna do this and all these other stuff. So number one, the crew was a mess, and making the movie was a mess. Number two is that 20th Century Fox didn't allow Josh Trank, the director and the writer of the story, or maybe some other writers, but he was one of the writers of the story, to help edit it. Because 20th Century Fox was oh, you're not allowed to edit with us. And this is true. 20th Century Fox told Josh Trank, the director, to not do the editing. They didn't even allow him to do editing. So that's the reason why I think it was only 2D because this movie was about to be 3D, it was about to be 3D. But when somebody watched it in 3D about a month ago, they were like, this is not going to go in good in 3D. So then they just changed it to 2D. Maybe if Josh Trank was on effects and he said, oh, maybe try to make it 3D and try to make it more 3D-ish, it'll be more 3D at you. And I mean, that's the number two reason. Why didn't you allow Josh Trank to help on effects? Number three is that Josh Trank said that basically that 20th Century Fox changed his script all the way up. I told you to put it in your brains that he said after he wrote in the script that he had a fantastic script. And no, he said that 20th Century Fox ruined the script all up because they want to change everything. And the final act of the movie, even though like, the final act is awful, he said that he had a very fantastic final act, and it was like one of the best final acts ever. He had a ton of good scenes in it, but then 20th Century Fox just blew away and said, no, we're not going to do that. And like, he had a final act. He had this written final act, and he said the final act was going to be awesome, but then he said that 20th Century Fox ruined it all up because he thought that 20th Century Fox just wanted to go their way. Even though they actually asked Josh Trank to be the director of their film, Fantastic Four film. And it doesn't make sense to me. So 3 reasons why Fantastic Four was awful. There's probably way more reasons, but that's like the most important reasons. Number 1 is that the crew and basically the crew, like everybody, it was very rough to make, and there were lots of fights. That's number 1. Number 1 is that it was very rough about the crew, and it was very rough to make. Number 2 is that they didn't allow Josh Trank to be on effects or work on effects. Number 3 is that they changed it all up, and Josh Trank said that he had an amazing final act, but 20th Century Fox changed it all up. So now Josh Trank is very mad at Fantastic Four 2015, even though that Fantastic Four 2015 is like 8 or 9% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not kidding. I mean, it's 4.8 out of 10 on IMDb. You know what, 20th Century Fox? I'm not blaming Josh Trank, the director of this. He wanted to make a perfect movie. But you 20th Century Fox, ruined it. You ruined it. So I'm not going to blame him. I'm not blaming Josh Trank. He should deserve a cookie. He didn't do anything wrong. It's that 20th Century Fox ruined it. Okay, I mean, I'm so mad at 20th Century Fox right now because they can't even make a good Fantastic Four movie. You know what the bad thing is? They're actually, no, I'm not joking, but 20th Century Fox wants to make a sequel to the brand new Fantastic Four movie. Okay, why do you want to do a sequel in the first place, even though the original movie was awful? Now you're going to make a second one, so we're going to see another awful one. Okay, 20th Century Fox says that this is going to change everything and this is going to be way more better. Okay, like they're actually planning to do a sequel to Fantastic Four 2015. Okay, why are you doing the sequel? Because that movie is awful. So you're going to make a sequel to an awful movie? That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, why 20th Century Fox do you want to spend your money, millions and millions of dollars, probably over $100 to spend on a sequel to even the prequel of it was awful. Have your brain, 20th Century Fox. Have a brain. You have to save your money. You know what? I'm so mad at 20th Century Fox right now. Josh Trank is innocent. He didn't even ruin the movie at all. It's all 20th Century Fox movie. And they're like, oh, we're planning to make a second movie. I'm not sure if they are. It's just that 20th 20th Century Fox are actually planning right now. Like, they haven't started production on it, but they're actually planning to do it. So, I hope Josh Trank doesn't direct a second Fantastic Four movie or direct a movie from 20th Century Fox because, well, he doesn't deserve that treatment. 20th Century Fox, you wanted him in the first place. So then why did you treat him so badly? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. 20th Century Fox. Josh Trank shouldn't be working with a movie. Josh Trank shouldn't be working with a movie with 20th Century Fox anymore because 20th Century Fox is not even allowing him to do anything. So just go to the production company back where you did with Chronicle. Okay, the production companies that you had with Chronicle, go back to them. Because, you made a good film with them. Don't go to 20th Century Fox because they're going to ruin their film. That's what I'm telling you, Josh Trank. Just don't go to 20th Century Fox because, well, they wanted to ruin your film. Okay? They ruined your film. You had a fantastic idea, but then they just ruined it. So, just please do not go to 20th Century Fox anymore. But just go to a company, like the company or the production company that helped you make Chronicle. Okay, just go back to them because that's gonna make you're gonna make probably good movies again. But just don't go to 20th Century Fox because they're gonna ruin your movie again. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and boy.